Hi, Paul Boehnke here. In these interviews, I've been talking about how it takes a community really to help us on this journey of life. How getting help from experts and specialists makes that journey so much more effective and rewarding. And I've invited Michael Krug back to talk more about what he does and to really encourage you to reach out to him if you are looking to improve, especially your weight. Michael is a certified health and wellness coach as well as a certified fitness trainer. I also happen to know he's a great cook and an all-around inspiring guy. In our last interview, Michael, you talked about your own journey from a place of high blood pressure and high cholesterol to a more healthy life that you're living now. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that weight loss was also a part of that journey. And I know that you specialize in helping people lose weight now. So just sort of curious if you can tell us a little bit about your own journey there and also who it is that you serve best in your coaching practice.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Paul, for the kind words. And yeah, I do enjoy cooking and all of those tremendous things. And yeah, when it comes to my story, I personally, at my heaviest point, and Paul mentioned I always, or not always, but I did have higher blood pressure and cholesterol in the day, but I was actually 375 pounds at my heaviest point. And it wasn't necessarily a lack of movement or sedentary lifestyle. It was really a lot of deeper things going on when it came to my emotional relationship with food and when it came to the types of triggers and things that I would experience that would pursue me to go and find different avenues and outlets for those. So, I personally, having lost over 160 pounds and maintained it for over 6 years since I made this change, I really find that I work well with people who are also looking to lose a substantial amount of weight. Me personally, I'm able to empathize with them on the deepest level. I also have a lot of tips and strategies on how they can make changes that are sustainable in their lifestyle, because we know with weight loss, one of the toughest things is for sustainability. We see a lot of people who yo-yo, go back and forth, whether they're doing fad diets or different challenges, those types of things. I definitely take a sustainability approach to my practice and see great results when it comes to that. I've had clients who have lost over 150 pounds themselves. I have clients who find passion for cooking and movement and just creating healthy lifestyles within their routine for both themselves and their families. And again, the key here is that it really comes down to sustainability. And really, it is a function of time as well when I'm working with people.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing all of that. And what an amazing story of having lost, what would you say, 160 pounds yourself? 100 and, yeah.
Yeah, I've lost about 160. And I maintain where I'm at, and
Yeah.
it's healthy and all the biometrics are good. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a pleasure to be able to share and help other people do the same thing, because it's not that, being overweight or obesity in of itself is the biggest issue, but there's a lot of things and chronic diseases that come along with it, right? And when you look at the fact that obesity rates have only gotten worse, in fact, I was just reading the other day that just since the pandemic started itself, the obesity rates in over 26 states have gone from majority of people being like overweight to now obese. These are things and issues that aren't necessarily getting better. And being a health coach, this industry, health coaching, is uniquely positioned to help people because, again, it comes down to changing our lifestyle and not just, taking a special type of powder or this supplement or whatever it may be. It really comes down to lifestyle change.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing that. So as people are thinking about this, thinking, I would love to lose some weight, and working with Michael seems like a good idea. Can you tell us a little bit about, how your coaching practice operates, the ways in which you work with people?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have two different ways I work with people. I offer individual coaching, which is one-to-one. Currently, I only have 2 spots available for individual coaching, and that is for people who are definitely looking for more support, and they're looking for it. When I offer the individual coaching, it's 90 minutes a week. So I offer fitness training as a part of that, and then coaching where we're going deep on your discovery of health habits and strategies. And then I do offer group coaching as well. Now, group coaching is for people who have similar goals. They want to lose weight, but they may recognize that that more intimate one-to-one support isn't as necessary on a day-to-day basis. And they do really well with being organized and setting their own goals and then accomplishing goals. So it really depends on where you're at. If you're someone who this whole realm of health and wellness is very new to you, I would definitely recommend individual coaching because I'm going to have more resources and more education for you up front. However, if you've been, maybe you're someone who you have yo-yoed and you've lost maybe the same 20 or 30 pounds a couple times, and your goal is to really find a sustainable avenue to lose that weight and keep it off, I would consider group coaching because you likely know what needs to be done. Now we're just going to create a community around it, give you the resources you need, and then hold you accountable to stay on track and make it sustainable. So long story short, I have individual and group offerings. And my next group offering actually isn't going to start until February 1st, 2022, because right now that is full, but that is an option in the future for your listeners as well.
Yeah, great. I love the fact that you've got these sort of two different approaches for people depending on their own situation and what's important for them. Great.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, what other sorts of resources do you provide people?
Yeah, absolutely. So if anyone wants to check out my website, coachkrug.com, I have a blog there that I update not as regularly as I have in the past, but there's a lot of different resources coming directly from me and having experience in a lot of trial and learning, I call it, within the weight loss and health and wellness sector. I also have my Instagram where I will post different articles. I'll post just different things, tips, tricks, and strategies for you. They can also connect with me on Facebook. I have the Inspire Twin Cities community. So that is where myself, as well as my sister, Dr. Mel, we post a ton of content, information for people to utilize to facilitate health and healing, as well as weight loss. And those are the places that, we're all about offering as much information as we can. And, we live in a society and we have all the information we ever need at our fingertips, right? So there's a lot of information out there. And I have gotten feedback, and I know myself that I'm really good at distilling down what's most important to know for you when it comes to your journey, just because I've been through it, right? I have tried all the different diets and so many different things. And I, over a decade almost of me starting my weight loss journey, I kind of know what does work and what doesn't. So I try and offer real actionable information, again, in those different places on the social media. And two, if people want to reach out to me with questions, you can always email me. It's michael@coachkrug.com. I'm always here as a resource for anyone because at the end of the day, I just want everyone to be able to live their healthiest, happiest life, right? And have your health be inspired by choice rather than being inhibited by chance going forward.
Absolutely great. I will make sure to include those links here with this video that people can click on as well.
Well, thanks, Paul.
And yeah, absolutely. And I know one of the things I appreciate about you and your sister Mel, who I also know and have worked with, is the incredible generosity of spirit that you two come to life with. Like, I've got things that can help here. Let's share this. It's not something that you sort of hold back for this special, but it's an open-hearted care for whoever is interested. And that's, I think, really a powerful way to approach things. So I just want to acknowledge that and how much I appreciate being the beneficiary of that.
Absolutely, Paul. Thank you. Yeah. If people really want, I have different resources. I even have like a healthy recipes book that I've created. So if you just want to email me, let me know and I'll send that your way. I'm all about just sharing as much information as possible. And then if you're, really serious and ready to get on track with your weight loss and your health journey, you might want to consider coaching because information is great. There's plenty of information out there. But once you have a coach and someone who is there with you and keeping you accountable, that's where you're going to see those sustainable results.
Absolutely. Hey, Michael, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me again today. I know that there are many out there who could benefit from working with you. How is it that they can sort of find out more about these free resources as well as your practice? What's sort of the best way to get there quickly?
Yeah, definitely. The best way is just visit my website, coachkrug.com. All the information is there. You can reach out to me directly there as well. That's where I would start for sure.
Great. Thanks again, Michael, and I look forward to talking with you again soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Paul. Enjoy the day.